Welcome to Nearpod. We're going to start out by learning how to log into Nearpod and how to access and navigate the landing page in Nearpod to get you familiar with all the different types of activities and interactive lessons that you can create with Nearpod. If you're familiar with PowerPoint or Google Slides, you're going to see some similarities where the difference is that your slides can include interactive activities, virtual field trips, games, drawing boards, where you can really engage the students in your lessons. In addition, you can launch your Nearpod lessons for students as a whole in class, where you control the navigation of your Nearpod lesson, or student-paced, where it can be assigned as a self-paced or homework assignment that the students will complete. So let's get started. There are two ways to log into Nearpod from in our school district. One way is to go to the website nearpod.com, and on the upper right hand side you would click log in. There's no new username and password to remember for Nearpod because this is associated with your Office 365 credentials. So all you'll need to do is click on the Office 365 button as soon as it loads, and that's going to log you in automatically. All teachers have Nearpod accounts, so you don't need to worry about having to create a new login. We have a subscription, so you will be getting the Premium Plus account. So once you click on sign in with Office 365, if you're on one of our district computers, it probably will not even ask you for credentials, and it will log you right in. So while that's loading, we're going to jump on over to the other way that you can access this. And the other way you can access this, as well as students can access it this way, is to go through our ClassLink page. So if you arrive on our ClassLink homepage and you sign in, you have all of the other digital subscriptions that are available through ClassLink, as well as Nearpod. So once you click on Nearpod through this method, you will also get right to the landing page in Nearpod. So you can see here in my ClassLink page, there is a Nearpod icon. So if I click on this, it's going to open up in a new tab, and it's going to log me directly into Nearpod. So that's the second way you can get in. We get into learning all the different features of Nearpod. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the landing page so you get familiar with the interface. So up at the top on the left over here, this is the Nearpod icon. Any time you need to get back to Nearpod home screen, you can click on this, and this will bring you back to this landing page. Your landing page will show you by default any lessons that you have created already, and they will be right here, and you'll be able to scroll down and look through all of these lessons. In addition, there are different ways to organize your lessons. Instead of having them all on one page, you can also, once you have a lot of lessons, create folders and organize all of your lessons in that way. So let's start over here on the left-hand side. You can see here you have a number of different options. This first option up here is for your students. So when you create a Nearpod, the students will need a code to enter into it, and that's what you'll provide for them, and they can put this here, or they can put it in the Nearpod homepage before they even log in. They don't even have to log in. On this left-hand side over here, we first have the area of My Materials. So right now, by default, we're on our Lessons page. You also have this option here, Reports, which is after students complete a Nearpod, if you had any interactive activities within your Nearpod, such as multiple choice or drawings or collaborations or anything like that, that's where you would get a report on student responses. Subplans is something that we'll go into at another time, but I want to jump down over here to shared libraries. So shared libraries means if teachers in your school that you are associated with in Nearpod have created lessons and they have additionally added them to the school library, you'll be able to see them here, and you will also be able to add them to your own personal lessons. And once you add them to your own personal lessons, you would be able to make any changes that you want, or you could run those lessons for your students as well. District library is similar, is that it encompasses the entire school district. So if any teacher in any school within our district has created a lesson and shared it with the district library, you might find it here. We're going to come down here a little bit. You're going to see some additional features that we have from Nearpod that are subscription-based, meaning we pay extra to have some of these things. You'll see down here, 21st Century Readiness. This has a lot of different activities that are pre-made by Nearpod to get students ready for real life, digital world, finances, all types of different things. That's something to explore. We temporarily right now have a English learners section also, which has lessons created by Nearpod for students whose first language is not English. So we have some lessons in there. And we also have digital citizenship down here, and we have college and career exploration, which are some things that you can explore. Let's go back up to this top taskbar over here. And this bar over here where it says all, if you want to do a search for an existing topic, let's say, that you have an idea of what you're going to teach and maybe you want to see if there's already something out there, you can search for something by topic or standard. So let's just say I look for something density. We can see what comes up in the Nearpod library, if there is anything already out there for us. So right now it's going to show us anything, all of Nearpod, what's available. I can filter this out by subject, by grade. I can filter it so that if I want just an interactive activity or I want a video with questions embedded in it, you'll be able to search that way. So you can see here there's a number of different lessons and it will tell you who created them right underneath the title. So that's something that you can explore using the search bar. Over here where it says create, which is what we're going to be starting with on our next video, is how you would start creating your own Nearpod lesson, whether it be an actual interactive lesson with slides in it, or perhaps a newer feature to Nearpod is called Nearpod Video. If you're familiar with Edpuzzle, this is very similar, where you can add a video and then embed questions within the video that the students have to answer. You also have some quick activities, so if you wanted to create an activity on the fly, such as a polling, collaboration, a drawing, something like that, you can engage your students really quickly by just creating something using this activity feature. We are not a Google school, so this doesn't really apply to us, so we're going to skip that for now. You also have this option over here that says Quick Launch, which is another way to, on the fly, create sort of an on-the-fly activity with your students. Something comes up in conversation during class and you want to have a quick open-ended question to have students put their answers in, or a collaboration board, or a timer. You have some features here. So this is pretty new. This is still in beta mode, but these are available too as well. And lastly, on your icon over here, this is your profile icon. It'll show you your subscription. If you want to make any changes to your little avatar icon, you can do that under your Manage Nearpod account. And then you also have the ability to look for some help and FAQs if you're running into a problem. So now that you have a little bit of a tour and understanding of the interface, we're going to start off by creating our first lesson and looking what Nearpod has to offer.